Can continue with the problem we are discussing in the previous period. Okay, we are finding the Carl Pearson's coefficient. Carl Pearson's coefficient. Okay, write the question. Okay, so that one, whether you are able to complete that one. 1 second, let me check the answers. Aparna, did you complete that one, previous one?
Yes, ma'am.
Completed. What about Annette? Annette, she's Annette. Okay. Aishwarya, Anila Mohanan.
Yes, ma'am.
Completed. Okay, Karthik, did you get the answer? You asked one doubt.
Ma'am, I got 0.99.
0.99. Okay, it is okay. It is 0.98. Approximately only we say. If you are getting 0.99 also, it is okay. What about Aditya? Aditya Satyan?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, 0.98. Okay, so now once again, let's recall the
Sigma y by sigma x square minus 1 by n into sigma x the whole square, all in a root, then again a root, sigma y square minus 1 by n into sigma y the whole square.
sigma y the whole square. Okay, so now let's do the next problem. Okay, next problem based on this, write down. A student while calculating correlation coefficient, a student while calculating correlation coefficient between two variables x and y, for 25 pairs of observation, the following results were obtained. The following results were obtained. Sigma x is equal to 125. Sigma x is 125. Sigma x square is 650. Sigma x square is 650. Sigma y is 100. Sigma y is 100. Sigma y square is equal to 460. Sigma y squared is 460. And sigma xy is equal to 508. And sigma xy is 508. On rechecking, it was found that he had wrongly copied. On rechecking, it was found that he had wrongly copied two pairs as 6, 14 and 8, 6 and 8, 6. 6, 14 and 8, 6, whereas the values were 8, 12 and 6, 8. Values were 8, 12 and 6, 8. Calculate the correct correlation coefficient. Calculate the correct correlation coefficient. Calculate the correct correlation coefficient. Okay. So now, okay. Once again, read the question. One of you read the question. Aparna, read the question, Aparna.
A student, while calculating correlation coefficient between two variables x and y for 25 pairs of observation, the following results were obtained. Sigma x is equal to 125. Sigma x square is equal to 650. sigma y is equal to 100, sigma y square is equal to 460, sigma xy is equal to 508. On rechecking, it was found that he had wrongly copied two pairs as 6,14 and 8,6, whereas the values were 8,12 and 6,8. Calculate the correct correlation coefficient.
Okay, how to do this, children? What is given? A student, while finding the correlation coefficient by mistake, okay, he wrote the values x and y differently. Okay, so correct data is given as well as the wrong data is also given. He copied the data 6,14 and 8,6, whereas the correct data is given as 8,12 and 6,8. We want to find the correct correlation coefficient. How to do this? What is meant by sigma? Sigma means, what is the meaning of sigma?
Sum of all.
Sum of all. So what we can do? What we have to do with the wrong data? Wrong data.
Subtract.
Very good. We have to subtract the wrong data and
Add the correct one.
add the correct one. Is it clear, children? Okay, it is not like the previous one. In the previous one, we are drawing the table and we are finding what is sigma x, sigma y and all. Here, sigma x, sigma y, everything is given. So, okay, one data, two data, they have typed it as wrongly. So what do you have to do? We have to subtract the wrong data and add the new data. So we will get the correct sigma. Sigma x corrected sigma y, and then once again we have to find out the correlation coefficient. Okay, so go look at there. A student, while calculating the correlation coefficient for 25 pairs of observation, is doing it for 25 pair of observation. So from that data, we can say what is the value of n? N is 25. Okay, so these are the wrong data. So these data we have to subtract. Look at the first data, 6,14. So 6 is for the x value, 14 is y value. Is that no? Same way, if you take the next one, 8,6. If you take the next ordered pair 8,6, 8 is for x and 6 is for y. So this is to be removed. This one we have to remove and we have to add the correct one. The correct one is 8, 12 and 6, 8. Okay, so we are going to correct each data. We are going to correct what is sigma x, what is corrected sigma x square. One by one, we are going to find the corrected one. Okay, so first let's write what is corrected sigma x. What will be corrected sigma x? Corrected sigma x is, what is the actual sigma x? It is 125. Sigma x means we are adding all the x data. From here, which data we should remove? The wrong data, wrong values for x to be removed. So minus 6, minus 8. Is it clear, children? Is it okay? Huh? And then which are the data we should add? Correct ones. So correct values of x. So what are the correct values of x? If you take this, these are the correct values, isn't it? These are the correct values. So this is x value, this is y. Again here, this is x, y. So correct values of x and y. So what are the correct values of x and y? It is plus 8 and plus 6, isn't it? So everything will get cancelled. So corrected sigma x is 125. Now can you give me what is corrected sigma y? What will be corrected sigma y? We'll be giving this one answer. Corrected sigma y. You give the steps. Corrected sigma y.
100 minus
106.
No, I don't want the final answer. You give the steps. So let us check, is it correct or not? Okay, can you give the steps, Karthik?
100 minus 6 minus 8.
100 minus y values, isn't it? So y values, which are the y values? 14,
Sorry, 14 and 6.
14 and 6. And we have to add the correct y values. Corrected y values are
12 and 8.
8. So what is the answer? I think here also positive 20 and negative 20 will get cancelled. So it is again 100 itself. There is no change, isn't it? It is corrected sigma x. Then what is corrected sigma x square? What will be corrected sigma x square? X square, isn't it? So wrong square values we should remove and corrected square values we should add. So what will be corrected sigma x square? So from sigma x itself you can write, children. Here itself you can check it and you can write. Okay. Instead of x, we should square it and add. And square it and subtract. So 650 minus
36.
36. Yes. 36
Minus
minus
64
64
plus
plus
64
plus 64
plus 36.
plus 36. So I think in here also both the positive and negative will get cancelled. We will get the same value. Sigma x square will be 650. Is it clear, Annette? Annette, do you understand this one? Annette?
Yes.
Okay, okay, Annette.
Ma'am.
Okay. Now sigma y square. Corrected sigma y square. This corrected sigma y square. So 460 minus
196
minus 196
minus 36
minus 36
plus 144
plus 144
plus 64.
plus 64. So what's the final answer? Aditya Satyan. What is sigma y square? Do the calculation and tell me what is the corrected sigma y square. What is sigma y square?
436.
Yes, it is 436. Then corrected sigma y, that also we have to calculate. Corrected sigma xy. Sigma xy means we have to take the product, isn't it? We have to take the product of the wrong values and you have to subtract. And take the product of the correct values and we have to add. So it is sigma xy, it is given as 508 minus this xy values, x into y, 6 into 14 minus 8 into 6. Wrong values we should subtract plus add the correct values plus 8 into 12 plus 6 into 8. So it is corrected sigma xy.
$520.
It is 520, yes. So we got all the corrected values. So once you calculate all the corrected values, apply in the formula. What is the formula? Coefficient of correlation is given by sigma xy minus 1 by n into sigma x by sigma y by root of sigma x square minus 1 by n into sigma x the whole square into sigma y square minus 1 by n into sigma y the whole square. So apply the values. You have to apply only the corrected values there. Apply the corrected values. Corrected sigma xy, which is 520 minus 1 by 25 into 125 into 100 by root of 650 minus 125 into 125 the whole square into root of sigma y square. What is sigma y square? Corrected value is 436 minus 1 by 25 into 100 the whole square. Now simplify this.
2 by 3.
Yes,
2 by 3.
very good. Very good, Aishwarya. Okay, but once you get the time, you check the answer, okay? Because check it whether it is correct. We are doing calculations and all very good, fast, very good. But check it, is it correct? Are you getting this answer? Is it 2 by 3? Karthik?
Yes, ma'am.
So what will be the answer? So is it same as 520 minus 500 by root of 25 into root of 36, isn't it? Simplify, you'll get the answer. And simplifying, you can find out the answer, isn't it? 520 minus 500, then find the square root. Are you getting the answer, Aditya?
Yes, ma'am.
So it is 20 by 5 into 6, isn't it? So we'll get 20 by 30, which is same as 2 by 3. Are you getting this answer, Annette?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This 2 by 3, which is 0.667. 0.667. Okay. So is it clear how to find the Karl-Pearson's coefficient of correlation? Okay? Is it okay? Any doubt in that part, Aditya, Anila, Mohanan? Any doubt? That formula you should be thorough. If you are thorough with the formula only, we can do this type of questions. Okay? So the next one is, write the next heading, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Next one is Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So in Spearman's, in which situation we will use the Spearman's rank correlation is, listen, till in the previous questions and all, we are finding the measures, mark and all. How will you find out? We'll be correcting the answer sheets and we'll be getting the marks. Height and weight, we can measure it, isn't it? We can measure it, but there are some variables which one we can't measure. Okay, for example, suppose 10 students are assembling for a beauty contest. Is it possible to measure? There what we will do, we'll be giving the grade based on their, okay, first rank, second rank, like that. We grade it. We will not be able to give a correct measure. 35.5, 28.8, like that. We will not be able to measure it. Is it clear? Is it clear, children? The difference are you able to understand? In which situation you have to go with Spearman's rank correlation? In which situation you have to find out Karl-Pearson? Okay, there are some quantities which one we will not be able to assign some numerical value. Suppose when you measure the honesty, suppose you are ranking the children based on the honesty. Suppose you are ranking them based on the IQ level. Okay, so in such situations it is difficult. We can't name this as he is having 100, he is having 98. We can't measure it. Height and all mean height, weight and all, we can measure it. Is that no? The previous one is the question based on height and weight. Okay, earlier we did some problems based on wages. Okay, that and all we can count it and we can give an exact, we can assign one numerical value. But in some cases we can't. So in such cases, we give the ranking, first rank, second rank, like that. We assign some ranks, grades, and then we find out the rank correlation coefficient. And this method we call it as Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So first we have to rank them. Okay, we have to give the rank, assigning the rank, highest, okay, highest person, that is first rank to the highest one. Second, then we'll be assigning the second rank, third rank. Suppose 10 students are participating in a contest, means first person first rank, second person second rank, etc. Then up to 10 ranks will be available. Suppose 2 children share the same rank. First rank, second rank. Suppose the next third rank and fourth rank. Okay, suppose 2 children are scoring this, sharing the same rank. Then what you will do? Suppose 2 children having the same score. Then first rank, second rank. Then third rank will be shared by the next 2 persons. Is that no? Third rank and third rank will be shared by the next 2 students. So we will not be giving the fourth rank to the next person. Is it correct? So the next rank will be start from fifth one. Okay, when we do the problem, when I explain the situations, you will understand how their ranking will be done. Okay, so first write the heading, Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. Okay, the formula is, first you write the formula. The formula is rank correlation is given by R is equal to 1 minus 6 into sigma d square by n into n square minus 1. 1 minus, okay, 1 minus, okay, this is not for 1. 1 is separate. 1 minus 6 into sigma d square by n into n square minus 1. What is d? D is the difference. D is the difference between the ranks. Difference between the ranks of corresponding x and y. Ranks of corresponding x and y. And what is n? N is the number of pairs of values given. Number of pairs of values given. How many values are given? Suppose 10 values are given means it is 10. Okay, so ranks formula is R is equal to 1 minus 6 into sigma d square by n into n square minus 1. What is d? It is the difference between the ranks of corresponding values of x and y, and the n is the number of pairs of values. And the n is the number of pairs of values. Okay. Now listen children. Okay, so this first, before doing problems, let us make the idea clear. Suppose 5 students are ranked. Okay, 5 students, they are ranked with their IQ level in maths and physics. Maths and physics. Okay, so students, I'm naming the students as A, B, C, D and E. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A got first rank in maths, B got second rank, C got third rank, D fourth rank, E fifth rank. In physics, again we are arranging them according to their ranking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are comparing their marks, maths and physics marks. Suppose you take this as X, this is Y. You take this as X and Y. What is D? D is the difference in their rankings. What is the difference in the ranking here? It is 0. Here it is 0, 0, 0. So here D is 0. Is it okay? Difference is 0. So what will be the rank correlation? What is the formula we have learned? 1 minus 6 into sigma d square by n into n square minus 1. So it is 1 minus, now this one will become 0, isn't it? 1 minus 0, so it is 1. Rank correlation coefficient is 1. So when rank correlation coefficient is 1, what we can say, they are in complete agreement. Look at here. Same rankings only they are getting. So we call they are in complete agreement. Complete agreements. Okay, if the rank correlation coefficient is 1, we say they are in complete agreement. Means the same ranks only the same persons are holding. No change in the ranking. That's what we are getting this as complete agreements. Now look at the next case. Okay, now let's take the second case. Okay, the same set of students A, B, C, D, E, and they are ranking in 2 subjects. Suppose it is maths and physics, the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it is suppose 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, A got first rank for maths, but in physics we are getting the 5th one. So in this case, what is the difference? What will be DI? Here it will be, okay, we are finding DI square. So I am finding first DI. It is minus 4. minus 2, it is 0, 2, 4. What will be di square? 16, 4, 0, 4, 16. Okay. Now look at the formula. What is the formula? Rank correlation is 1 minus 6 into sigma di square. When we add this, it is 40 by 5 into 5 square minus 1. So which is same as 1 minus 240 by 120. So which is 1 minus 2, what you will get? Here it is minus 1. It is minus 1. Look at here, it is in the reverse one, isn't it? The first person who is getting the first rank, he is getting the lowest rank in the physics. Similarly, who is getting the lowest rank in maths, he is getting the first rank. So everything is in a opposite direction, isn't it? Okay, so here we call this, the ranks are in complete agreement. Here it is, here also we say it is in complete agreement, but it is in the opposite direction. It is in complete agreement, but it is in opposite direction. It is in the opposite direction. The first case also it is complete agreement, that is in the same direction. Both are in the same direction. But here again complete agreement, but it is, whenever we get rank correlation coefficient is 1, then we say it is in complete agreement with the same direction. When it is minus 1, it is in the reverse direction. Okay, and keep it in mind, this is a very important one. Rank correlation coefficient always lies between minus 1 and 1. Whenever you find the rank correlation, your answer should lie between minus 1 and 1. It should lie between minus 1 and 1. Write the next one. Write the next. Okay, let's do a next problem. Write down. Find the rank correlation coefficient. Find the rank correlation coefficient for the 5 students. For the 5 students whose marks in Maths and English are given. Whose marks in Maths and English are given. So Maths mark is given, English mark is given. So listen children, so students are, we are naming it as A, B, C, D, E. So if you take the first student, so these are the marks given. Okay, only the marks are given. Okay, so first thing is we have to assign the rank. Okay, so suppose X is the rank for Maths. The top scorer should give the first rank. Okay, so look at the Maths mark. So A will be getting the first rank, then B will be getting the second rank, C third rank, D fourth rank, and he is getting the fifth rank. So this is X. Okay, we will not be taking the mark as such. We have to give the rank according to their marks. We will be giving some ranks, first rank, second rank, and all. Similarly, why be the ranking for the English marks? Let Y be the ranking for the English marks. So here A will be getting the first rank, C will be getting the second rank, B will be getting the third rank, fourth rank and fifth rank no change, 4 and 5. Now find out D. What is D? X minus Y. Then find out D square. What is D square? Then find out what is the rank correlation coefficient. 1 minus 6 into sigma d square by n into n square minus 1. Apply the values and find out. Here, you have to note down that here no mark is repeated. That is what. Here, no mark is repeated. All are getting the different scores. No mark is repeated. So what is D? Here it is 0, minus 1, 1, 0, 0. So 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So sigma is, it will be 2, isn't it? So you'll get 1 minus 12 by 5 into 24. So what is the rank correlation coefficient? What is the rank correlation coefficient?
0.9.
It is 0.9. It is 0.9. Okay. So today we have learned how to find the rank correlation if the data is not repeated, if the marks is not repeated. So in the next class we will be learning how to find the rank correlation if some marks are repeated. That we can discuss in the next class. Okay. Thank you, children.